The auditors signed off on the reports. They were all lies. Parmalat, the Italian dairy giant, was once a symbol of innovation and success, founded by Calisto Tanzi in 1961 in the small town of Collecchio, Italy. What started as a small family-run business swiftly grew into a multinational corporation, thanks to Tanzi's visionary approach to dairy products. Known for its long-life milk products, Parmalat capitalized on UHT, ultra-high temperature processing, which allowed milk to be stored for months without refrigeration. This innovation propelled Parmalat to the forefront of the dairy industry by the 1980s, and it became a household name in Italy and beyond. By the late 1990s, Parmalat's financial practices were as sour as spoiled milk. The company began fabricating financial documents, weaving a tangled web of deceit that included fake receivables and offshore accounts. This precarious structure masked a growing debt that would eventually crumble spectacularly. The seeds of deception were sown in the early 90s when Parmalat faced liquidity problems. Instead of addressing these issues head-on, Tanzi and his associates chose to conceal them, creating an elaborate facade that misled investors and stakeholders alike. December 2003 was a turning point, a month when the truth could no longer be contained. A fax from Bank of America dated December 19th disavowed a document that purportedly confirmed a $4.9 billion bank account in the Cayman Islands. The revelation sent shockwaves through the financial world, exposing a vast chasm between Parmalat's reported assets and reality. The magnitude of the deception was staggering. Parmalat, which claimed to be a thriving enterprise, was in fact teetering on the brink of insolvency. What followed was a scandal that would become the largest bankruptcy in European history, a €14 billion void that swallowed the company whole. As the investigation unfolded, more details emerged, painting a picture of a company riddled with corruption and mismanagement. Parmalat executives had engaged in a complex scheme to inflate the company's balance sheet, using a network of 270 offshore companies to hide debts and fabricate assets. Calisto Tanzi, the man who had once been celebrated as a business luminary, was arrested along with several top executives. The charges were as heavy as the losses: fraud, embezzlement, and forgery. Tanzi, once a revered figure in the business community, now faced a 10-year prison sentence. His empire, built on a foundation of deception, crumbled under the weight of its own lies. Parmalat's bankruptcy on December 24, 2003, was not just a financial collapse but a shattering of public trust. Over 14,000 employees found themselves without jobs, and the repercussions rippled through Italy's economy. Small investors, many of whom were ordinary Italians who had invested their savings in Parmalat shares, were left reeling, their confidence in corporate governance severely shaken. The scandal exposed the vulnerabilities in Italy's regulatory system and highlighted the critical need for transparency and accountability in business. The human cost of the scandal was profound. Employees who had dedicated their lives to the company suddenly faced an uncertain future. Families were thrown into turmoil, and communities that had relied on Parmalat for economic stability were devastated. The betrayal felt by these individuals was palpable, a reminder of the human stories often overshadowed by financial headlines. The Parmalat scandal was not just about financial misconduct. It was a story of unchecked ambition and a culture of secrecy. It highlighted the dangers of a corporate environment where the drive for growth overshadowed ethical considerations. Parmalat's downfall served as a stark warning to other corporations, emphasizing the importance of integrity and ethical governance. In the aftermath, Italy was forced to reevaluate its regulatory frameworks. The scandal prompted significant changes in financial oversight, leading to stricter regulations and increased scrutiny of corporate practices. The Italian government introduced new laws aimed at enhancing transparency and accountability, hoping to restore public confidence in the financial system. As we reflect on this tale, we're reminded that behind every financial statement lies a story. And sometimes, that story is one of fiction, crafted by those who would rather build castles in the air than face the truth. The Parmalat scandal serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers of corporate greed and the importance of vigilant oversight. It underscores the critical need for a robust regulatory framework to prevent such abuses of power and protect the interests of stakeholders. The legacy of Parmalat's collapse extends beyond the immediate financial losses. It serves as a reminder of the potential consequences of corporate malfeasance, not just for the companies involved, but for the broader society. Trust, as it turns out, is the only asset that cannot be faked for long. The Parmalat scandal is a poignant illustration of the fragility of reputations built on deceit and the enduring impact of corporate corruption on individuals and communities. In the years since Parmalat's collapse, the company has undergone a significant transformation. Under new management, it has sought to rebuild its reputation and restore trust with consumers and investors. While the scars of the scandal remain, Parmalat's efforts to regain its foothold in the market highlight the resilience of businesses determined to learn from past mistakes and forge a more ethical path forward. Ultimately, the Parmalat saga is a testament to the enduring power of truth and the inevitable downfall of those who attempt to defy it. It serves as a powerful reminder that, in the world of business, transparency and accountability are not merely ideals to strive for, but essential principles that safeguard the very foundations of commerce.